Hi, Miss Black. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
It's nice to finally meet you. And congratulations on your new charter service that you're starting.
Thank you. We're very excited to be looking for a new plane.
Well, I'm really excited to get to work with you on this. Now, I know right now you only have 4 aircrafts that you're flying. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
The Cessna 150, Cessna 172, the Mooney Bravo, and the Beech Bonanza, correct?
Yes, that's right, and we love our Beech Bonanza.
Well, it is one of Beechcraft's finest products. I really like that myself. But I see you have the photos that I sent you.
Yes.
Today I want to talk to you about the phenomenal King Air. It really is just one of the best aircrafts on the market right now. Today's King Air has taken a dramatic leap in technology. It is completely redesigned in the interior. It's for better comfort, and it's more pleasant for your passengers. And it is equipped with the Rockwell Collins entertainment system that delivers digital connectivity and entertainment to your passengers on board as well. The new King Air also is substantially increased in performance. The new King Air is. The King Air has 2 fuel-efficient engines made by Pratt & Whitney, and they each produce about 1,050 horsepower. And they each contain a 4-bladed prop as well, which is a constant tube propeller that synchronizes the engine and lowers sound levels inside the cabin. And the fuel system on today's King Air is a fully automated fuel panel with an override capability that reduces pilot workload. So that's great. That's a great aspect of technology as well that the King Air has. Now the engines are also able to run on aviation fuel, avgas as well.
Okay.
So that's a great benefit. Today's King Air even works better on grass runways, dirt runways, things like that as well. And it also can land very comfortably at some of the busiest airports in the world. It fits in great with those different types of environments.
Great. Now, I know that our current customers are used to traveling with a lot of luggage. So what kind of payload does the King Air have?
Well, the King Air has payload capabilities that are flexible with very different types of flight planes.
Okay.
The maximum payload of the King Air is about 2,430 pounds. Now, this includes passengers and bags.
Okay.
Of course, now depending on how much weight you have on board can affect the flight range of the aircraft as well. For example, if you have 5 passengers on board, you can expect to be able to fly about 1,500 nautical miles.
Okay.
Now, if you have a full 10 passengers on board, as well as 2 crew members, a pilot and a first officer, you can expect about 1,073 nautical miles there. So that could change, but of course, all of those figures are dependent on wind, weather, etc. But it's not substantially different.
Okay. Now, my customers are also used to flying in the safest planes, and they expect that. So how does King Air rate in safety?
Well, the King Air is one of the safest aircraft out there. First, let's talk about twin engine safety. In the very unlikely event of an engine failure, you can continue safe operation with only one engine working. Okay. And the twin engine flying is the safest way to fly. It's the reason why our commercial airliners are twin engine, not just because they're faster, but because they're safer. If one of them dies, then the aircraft can still fly. And as well as when an engine dies, it does not put any passengers' lives in danger. The pilot can safely assess the situation, find a place to land, and get on the ground and be able to dig through what the problems may be. Also on the new King Air, we have equipped it with the TCAS system, which stands for Traffic Collision Avoidance System. And this allows our pilots to be very familiar with their surroundings. It alerts them for traffic out there that maybe the controllers or ATC has not advised them on. This is one of the state-of-the-art technology. It's a great benefit that the King Air has. It's also equipped with de-icing technology. It can battle all types of icing problems that it might get into, from Antarctica to Canada or wherever. It also, inside the interior, is completely used with fire retardant materials, which increases the safety as well.
Okay, good. Now, I did hear you mention speed. So what is the cruise speed of the King Air?
Well, your average high-speed cruise is about 312 knots, or about 316 miles per hour. Now, your long-range cruise speed could be about 235 knots, or about 270 miles an hour. Now, the King Air is certified to operate at about 35,000 feet. So.
Okay. Well, those seem like drastically different numbers for speed, and so I'm afraid that that might deter some of our customers from wanting to rent that plane.
Well, I totally understand what you mean by that, but the King Air is designed to operate efficiently. So we've designed an aircraft that can save you fuel on your longer flights.
Okay.
So let's consider the high-speed cruise speed, for example. The 312 knots, you're going to burn about 129 gallons of fuel.
Okay.
Now, when you're cruising at a long range at 235 knots, you're only going to be burning about 60 gallons of fuel an hour. So that cuts your fuel consumption by half, and this in turn lowers your operating cost.
Okay. Now, speaking of costs, can we, have a price breakdown of the King Air?
Well, sure. Just to start talking about the cost, the King Air does retail at about $7.3 million.
Okay.
Now, this is a brand new airplane right off of the manufacturing plant. It includes all the advanced avionics packages. It includes the TCAS system, the traffic collision avoidance system. And it also includes the state-of-the-art Rockwell Collins technology inside the cabins and such for the passengers. Now, let's break this down and look into your margin. Of course, they're going to have it's going to have an hourly operating cost.
Right.
You can expect that to be about $1,179, about 51 cents, give or take, some depending on conditions. And we base that off of fuel consumption, your maintenance funds that you're going to want to save, as well as engine restoration that you're going to want to save on that as well. It ends up breaking down to be about $4.20 a nautical mile for a cost. But of course, like when you rent and release the King Air, you're going to charge your clients an hourly rate.
Right.
And they're going to cover those costs in your hourly rate. And I know right now you're looking at about a 40% margin with your other airplanes. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, our company suggests that you charter your airplane at $2,000 per hour.
Okay.
And this would include all aspects of the rental except for the flight crew. Now, the flight crew would be an additional fee that your company would charge your client. But with that $2,000 an hour, it would get you at about a 41% profit margin.
Okay.
Now, when you purchase the King Air, you don't only get the airplane. With the purchase of the new King Air, we do provide you with a warranty. We provide the airframe and the Collins avionics gets a 5-year warranty. The Pratt & Whitney engines also get a 5-year warranty, or they're good until 2,500 flight hours.
Okay.
Whichever comes first there. The exterior paint and the interior finish of the airplane is under warranty for about 2 years or 400 flight hours. Same, whichever comes first.
Okay.
But the warranty is not the only benefit. The King Air is preferred by companies globally. We have our products all over the world. So by purchasing our product, you will be backed by some of the best and the largest network of factory-trained professionals that specialize in maintenance and giving you advice on your airplane. We have about 27 different network centers all across the United States, coast to coast. We also have about 42 different service centers globally. All because our products can be found in all corners of the globe.
Now, this sounds impressive, but the thing that I'm concerned about is it is very expensive, and I don't know if I'm willing to pay that much for the plane.
Well, I see where you're coming from, but the King Air is a leading business aircraft. The business executives want to fly in the most private, comfortable, and affordable planes. Now, chartering a King Air for a trip can be a great way to travel privately and quickly. With the new interior layout of the King Air, you can assure that the comfortability is going to be great. That your passengers are going to be comfortable during their flights. You're not going to have to worry about that, whatever. And the King Air is also very affordable as well. You can guarantee that it's going to be cheaper operating costs than your light jets, things like that. Like a light jet, you can expect to pay about $2,000 for operating costs per flight hour. And the maintenance cost of a jet engine is going to be substantially more than a turboprop aircraft like the King Air.
Okay.
But, I could propose this to you. I can offer you about $250,000 off of retail price. Now, if the way you would get this is you would join our leaseback program. This program is a great way to get a nice discount off your aircraft. And what happens is you purchase your very own King Air, and then you lease it back to us. And we take it and we use it for promotional use. And we'll keep your airplane for 1 year and fly it all across the country selling that model to other clients just like yourself. Okay. And after 1 year it terms up, we'll bring the airplane back to you in like new condition, And the warranties will be extended. It's as if you bought it that very day.
No, that sounds like a great offer. That's something that I would be interested in.
Well, great. Well, it's obvious that you know a great deal about the aviation industry due to the success of your business. Once again, congratulations on your charter
Thank
service.
you.
But I strongly suggest that you add the King Air to your fleet today.
Mm-hmm.
The King Air will diversify the offerings of your company and even increase your rental and your charter rates as well. And the plane is desirable by business executives and individuals globally. It will rarely be sitting at your own airport. You'll really have it out on the ramp. So, but if you're ready, we can start talking about color schemes.
That sounds like a great offer. I'm going to take you up on it, and I definitely want to be a part of the leaseback program as well.
Okay, well let's start personalizing your Beechcraft King Air.
All right, let's do it.